Welcome to the 25th episode special of the Social Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio.
Brothers and sisters, I want to see your hands up there. I see your hands. I want everybody to pick up some noise. I want to hear some revolution out there, brothers. I want to hear a little revolution. Brothers and sisters, the time has come for each and every one of you to decide whether you are going to be the problem or whether you are going to be the solution. You must choose, brothers, you must choose. It takes 5 seconds. 5 seconds of decision. 5 seconds to realize your purpose here on the planet. It takes 5 seconds to realize that it's time to move. It's time to get down with it. Brothers, it's time to testify, and I want to know, are you ready to testify? Are you ready? I give you a testimonial. The MC5.
Hello, my name is River and I am a music addict. This is the 25th episode of this radio program. So for the next 2.5 hours or so, we're going to look back and I'm going to play some of my most favorite music from all of the previous 24 episodes. The first song I just played was a classic by MC5, and it was the very first song I played on the very first episode of this radio program. When I first started out, I didn't really have an idea about what form this radio program would take. And so the first episode, I just kind of played a whole bunch of music that I liked. After that, however, it just sort of became that I had a theme for each episode. I didn't really plan it that way, but a friend of mine suggested it, and I thought, boy, that's a really good idea, and that's just the way it's gone. So here are 2 more songs from that unthemed first episode.
So I got a stack of tapes, got a name and maybe date. They're gonna be worth something someday. That is if I pop that song, just about 3 minutes long. About how you done me wrong or make me out. take my life. You can take these treasures and pull them up into light. Make every song a gem, take every one of them. Release a collection of cacophonic hits and remix and remaster my disasters. Our first draft words and never before heard acoustic takes its yours. From the shoebox to the online store. Bury me in analog. Pull the reels up, nearly burned and waterlogged. And release it, they bought it, you sold it. Got nothing for everyone. They bought it, you sold it. Got nothing for everyone. And when it goes out of print, you can then reissue it. Trade off the publishing rights to the highest bid. To a queen or king of pop, sell revolution off. It's an investment, man, I can't make this stuff up. And the brats I leave behind will party every night and sleep all day to 5 and live the trust fund life. And we'll call the radio, complain and curse them about how everybody thinks it's cake to live this way. And my grave will be showered with the latest in a flower power. And the freaks will drive by my street and cry and sing and dream and listen to the new CD. Bury me in analog. Take the suit and you can have it auctioned off. Couple thousand, they bought it, you sold it. Got nothing for everyone. They bought it, you sold it. Got nothing for everyone. Bury me in analog. Every paper that I ever scribbled on is a treasure chart, topper, bestseller. Yeah, it'll be yours to take and buy it and sell it. It's all garbage anyway. Thieves and the suckers have all gone out to play.
Blondie is drowning in the fountain while the wolves prepare off in the surrounding mountains. And this hum in the air and this death in the room, it will pick us apart if we don't leave here soon. These liars, killers, and evil men have collected the land and are in power again. You can hide under a rock or you can turn yourself in, but they are ruthless, hungry, and in power again. Lonnie is dead, face down, and the water is blooded back, grows red as the sun grows hotter. This town will drown everyone within it. Our days unnumbered and growing shorter by the minute. These liars, killers, and evil men have collected the land and are in power again. You can hide under a rock or you can turn yourself in, but they are ruthless and hungry and in power again.
That was Mischief Brew with the song Bury Me in Analog, and then the Taxpayers with the song Evil Men. These are two of my most favorite bands, but Mischief Brew has a special place in my heart because it was a bridge for me into Pat the Bunny and folk punk back in the early or mid-2000s. The second episode of this show was the first to have a theme, and it coincided with International Women's Day. So all the songs in the episode were by women. This was one of my most favorite episodes because my daughter joined me and shared some of the music that she likes, and we had a nice conversation on the air.
Some people think little girls should be seen and not heard, but I think, oh, bondage! Up yours! 1, 2, 3, 4!
All you can say is wow. Polystyrene from X-Ray Specs and Kathleen Hanna from Bikini Kill. Boy, they could belt out some music with a message. Great stuff. That brings us to episode number 3, where the theme was live music. And there is nothing like the power of live music, and I am such an addict. I have to admit that I go back and I listen to these episodes again, kind of like a playlist for myself. And I just love all the music on it because, of course, I selected it. But it's just great music and I can't get enough of it. So we'll start out with what I think is one of the greatest live performances ever captured. And that is Fugazi's Waiting Room. And after that, I'll play one by the band Rent Strike, The Road Giveth. Also one of my most favorite bands. Just an awesome band.
Waiting room! I'm sorry, you have.
I could walk for days, cross bridges and all highways, bare feet, achy bones, skin burnt by the sun. No one around me but a few close friends, no one to tell me how the world's gonna end, unconcerned with the wars and the bombs we would run. We'd find a place in history, carving our names in that other tree, whiskey round the fire, now I lay me down to sleep, and in the morning now it feels so good, waking up in the middle of the woods, legs stretched, palms up and greeting the dawn, with
mostly I don't. No, mostly I don't. Well, I could ride this train, cross mountains and sprawling plains, blowing smoke and spitting in the wind. And I never care what lies ahead. These things are easier done than said, and all it takes is a step. I'll always be angry, I'll never be sober, I'll never grow old. And I miss my home sometimes, but mostly I don't. No, mostly I don't. So this is it, at long, long last, beholding to nothing but the shadow of the past. Why just let the time pass? 'Cause living good, living right is so much more complex than the black and the white. Oh, and I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my life. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, I'm living just fine. Thanks. This'll never get old. And I miss my home sometimes, but mostly I don't. No, mostly I don't. No. I'll always be angry. I'll never be sober. I'll never grow.
The fourth episode of this show was back on the 13th of April, 2024, and it was a tribute to Kurt Cobain by playing songs that he liked. Here are two of my favorites from that episode, one by R.E.M. and then by the band Beat Happening.
Sit in my table and wage war on myself. It seems like it's all for nothing. I know the barricades, and I know the mortar in the wall breaks. I recognize the weapons, I use them well. It's my mistake, let me make it good. I raise the wall, and I will be the one to knock it down. I've a rich understanding of my finest defenses. I proclaim the claims are left unstated. I demand a rematch. I decree a stalemate. I divine my deeper motives. I recognize the weapons. I practiced them well. I fitted them myself. It's amazing what devices you can sympathize. This is my mistake. world leader pretend this is my life, this is my time. I have been given the freedom to do as I see fit. It's high time I raise the walls that I've constructed. It's amazing what devices you can sympathize. This is my mistake. Let me make it good. I raise the wall, and I will be the one to knock it down. Fill in the mortar, you fill in the harmony, you fill in the mortar. I raise the wall, and I'm the only one. I will be the one to knock it down.
Breakfast in cemetery, boy tasting wild cherry, touch girl apple blossom, just a boy playing possum. We'll come back for Indian summer, we'll come back for Indian summer, we'll come back for Indian summer, the separate way. What is that cheerful sound? Rain falling on the ground. We'll wear a jolly crown. Buckle up, we're wayward bound. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer and go a separate way. Touch your hem, you say. Let's stroll down Martin Way. Pick plums, abandoned farm. Who let norms come to harm? We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer and go our separate ways. Cover me with rain. Walk me down the lane. I'll drink from your drain. We will never change, no matter what they rain. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer and go our separate ways. Motorbike to cemetery, picnic on wild berries, French toast with molasses, croquet and baked Alaskas. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer. We'll come back for Indian summer. Cover me with rain.
Wow, I just love the way that those two songs go together, because REM, they pioneered a non-pop, but not quite punk sound, but a punkish sound. And then Beat Happening came along and picked up that baton and took it even further and said, well, we don't even have to play by the rules of conventional song arrangement or so-called quality singing and musical arrangement.
You are listening to the Social Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio, where an artist does not have to be a so-called good musician to be on the radio.
Now we're up to episode 5, which was broadcast just in time for Labor Day, 1st of May, 2024 last year. And all the songs that were played were labor-related or union-related.
Lessons of the past were all learned with workers' blood. Mistakes of the bosses we must pay for. From the cities and the farmlands to trenches full of mud. War has always been the bosses' way, sir. The union forever defending our rights. Down with the black leg, workers unite. With our brothers and our sisters in many far-off lands, there is power in a union. Now I long for the morning that they realise brutality and unjust laws cannot defeat us. But who'll defend the workers who cannot organise? And the bosses send their lackeys out to cheat us. Money speaks for money, the devil for his own. Who comes to speak for the skin and the bone? What a comfort to the widow, a light to the child. There is power in the union.
the dreams of fugees won't get you far. They didn't lie when they said it'd be hard. Did my time, learned to trade. 4 years I dreamt of the money I'd make, but now I'm there, I've seen the light. There's always some come to do it hard.
I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. Till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die.
Now what else is there for me to do than earn my bread, pay my dues, go to university, a degree in sociology? It ain't worth shit, as soon you see what's it worth, now you're fucking hungry. Well I'll just stick to what I know, or maybe I'll get on the
I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till the day I fucking die. I'll be swinging fucking hammers till I die. Till I die.
I put together so much music for episode 5 on International Labor Day that I split it up and made episode 6 all about the anti-work movement. The funny thing is that I archive all of these radio programs on the YouTube channel Social Propaganda Club, and this episode on anti-work had like a 50% like-dislike ratio. So there are some bosses out there, or some billionaires that are going, oh my god, don't be the little anti-work thing. So play this stuff loud and don't be a slave to your work.
this is a protest song. On 1994, I felt so insecure, growing in my hometown like a cancer. Something so unsure was knocking at my door. 11 years old then, and it was time to answer. I found my escape in that Green Day tape. When the songs would end, we'd just rewind them. Kids with purple hair were out there somewhere, and I would be goddamned if I didn't find them. Up until that time, I had no peace of mind. I was stuck inside of something I didn't sign up for. So then I met this kid with dreads, and I can't forget what he said when I told him I didn't want to feel strange anymore. Well, you're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal, 'cause you're a punk. I started going to shows and taping songs off the radio. Then I figured out the radio was bullshit. I picked up a guitar and played it with my heart, and got inside my car and I started driving. 20 years and change. Well, this is more than just a fucking phase. I found something that I could believe in. When things are getting tough and I feel like giving up, I remember what my one friend said to me, and this is what he said: well, you're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal. You're never gonna be normal, 'cause you're a punk. I wanna be sedated.
Those were songs by Titus Andronicus. What a great band. I love that band. And then the Nipple Erectors, which was Shane McGowan's band before the Pogues. And then after that, it was the Homeless Gospel Choir, which also, great band. One of my favorites. Episode 7 was broadcast in June 2024, and it was a tribute to Steve Albini, who had died the month before. Albini was an inspiration on the DIY ethic, and he created or recorded some really honest music. Here are a few songs that he recorded, or sound engineered, what's usually called a producer.
Either you are while you're falling apart and it open a can of worms. And that gun's in my hand and I know it looks bad, but believe me, I'm innocent. And I'm fearful of flying, and flying is fearful of me. And I covered my eyes
eyes when she told me the news, turning me on with my lightsaber cocksucking blow. Are you coming? 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 Nicotine stain on account of a crutch, and I'm aching from fucking too much. And I know what I do, and it all points to you. Did you sell me to Wanderlust? And I'm fearful of flying, and flying is fearful of me. And I covered my eyes when she told me the news, turning me on with my lightsaber cocksucking blow. Are you coming? 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 Are you coming?
Just the same, you're here to
Episode 8. I forget what 8 was for. Let's see. Oh, yes, that was in June. So that is in Pride Month. So there was a really long episode that played lots of Pride-themed music.
Just trying to get that Clean Canteen sponsorship going.
That would be awesome. Up your speech patterns, and I already want to go home. I've gotten so used to running away that it's hard to imagine sleeping in the same bed with the same boy every day. And I spend so much time trying to please everyone I know that I let everyone down. Broken promises and self-centered decisions lead to problematic, unhealthy communication, lacking relationships. Already picking up your speech patterns, and I already want to go home. But if I last until May, I'm afraid of the ways in which I'll change and the ways in which I will stay the same. Building sits on is so slippery that it's hard to get a grip in this frigid January weather. But if I dig my heels in, I think I'll make it to the top, or at least to the middle. And for now I think the middle is good enough for me. For now I think the middle is good enough for me.
Nailed it. Slam dunk.
Let me go from up the low. Where you want to go? Everybody knows that you're fucking gay. Which is really cool. Yeah, it's really great. How you feeling? Are your parents really? Fuck your mom and dad. If they don't have your back, you can be yourself. Do something new. It's good for your health. It's just not the time. It's just not the perfect time. You said it's just not my time. Baby girl, do not be ashamed. They wanna hold you down, wanna see you drown. Tell them kiss your ass. You choose to be you, they choose to be trash. But you heard it, let me share your burden. We are here for you, what you wanna do. Call me day or night. I'll be by your back, I'll be by your side. It's just not the time. It's just not the perfect time. You said it's just not my time. So my parents went out of town this one time, and I found out later on that they were at that crazy fucking Trump rally. But like, fuck them anyway, 'cause I'm a fucking queer. This is the right time.
Bum around the house waiting for a ride. Shout out my name when you pull up outside. Leave more pain behind of each town we pass. The road so desert me if you can drive real fast. Drive me down to the river on the Golden Hour. There's someone I don't wanna be living in my mind. But everybody's got something they wanna leave behind. You'll be the empty cans laying at my feet. I'll be the dead dog laying out in the hot summer heat. My shirt on the shore, trading all my regrets. I got a couple of years to forget. Kick the dust of the little things I won. With a smile made of paper hiding out on my tongue. Saw all the friends I lost standing up on the bridge. We'll face the whole day in the sun and just smoking, bitch. Kiss your crooked teeth, the trestle of your grin, a monument to a world worth living in. Drive me down to the river on the golden hour. Let the red wine go ahead and stain my shirt. Let this river wash away all my goddamn hurt. Let the sun sink low and the day roll past. And just think about how I never get the moment back. I hope you know you don't owe nobody nothing. I hope you know just how much I believe in you. How your friends light up when you walk in the room. And the joy and the love to see you live your truth. Drive me down to the river on the golden hour.
Following the Pride episode came episode 9, and I had so much stuff built up for episode 8 that I did one entire episode on transgender rights. It was a rather personal episode because I shared a lot about my own personal journey, and because of that, and also the music means so much to me in that episode, one of my favorite episodes.
On my lunch break, I almost started crying for the boy at the top of the bridge. He didn't jump, but if he had, he wouldn't be the only one who thought that he had to give in. And he said he didn't have it all that bad. Well, I said I didn't have it all that bad. But I snuck off to parking lots and playgrounds after dark, my parents' basement while they were asleep. I didn't talk with a lisp, I dressed like all the straight boys did. I didn't talk about who I had kissed. And now you don't really have it all that bad. And now I don't really have it all that bad. But I don't kiss you at the grocery store, and I don't kiss you at the library. I don't kiss you at the rest stop of the interstate, and I don't kiss you at my parents' house when they are not asleep. My lunch break, I almost started crying, 'cause it really does get better if you wait. And there are times now when I still feel afraid, but gone are the times when I feel ashamed. And so for all the kids that really have it pretty bad, for all the kids that never got the chance, well, maybe I should kiss you at the grocery store, and maybe I should kiss you at the library. Maybe I should kiss you at my parents' house, and maybe I should kiss you at the movies. And maybe I should kiss you when we go out to dinner, and maybe I should kiss you every night before I fall asleep. And maybe I should kiss you at the rest stop of the interstate on the border of Georgia and Tennessee.
by my porch. Down here where nothing can live. And I've been smoking too much, 'cause I am no exception. You knew that already, I think. If you want salvation, then you ought to go see a priest. 'Cause forgiveness from those that we hurt in this world never was guaranteed. I'm coming home, it's late again, I'm high as I've ever been. You're sitting up, you're in our bed, crying for a ghost again. No room could be as dark or as empty as ours is. 'Cause I'm at home, but I'm not here, and I never am. Whoa. I wonder how many friends roll past my house in the night. In boxcars they sleep, with hearts stashed in their backpacks. They'll make California alright. A promise from me, it's just a lie I ain't told yet. And so I'm ready to die, but I'm not willing to watch you watch me die here in our bed. No, 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 I'm lying down, I've been nodding out since I don't know when. The lights are on, you're standing up, screaming at a ghost again. Darling, I'm home, hell I ain't left this house of ours in days. But I'm not here, I never am, so I just can't stay. Whoa. Whoa. My darling, I'm never coming back from where I'm going. My darling, I'm never coming home. My darling, I'm never coming back from where I'm going. No, my darling, I'm never coming home. Never coming home again.
Those were songs by Toby Foster, Pat the Bunny, and the band Against Me. And you might say, oh, Pat the Bunny's not a transgender artist, it's not a transgender theme song, but it meant a lot to me in my own transgender journey, as did a lot of the songs in that episode. Episode 10 was the beginning of August last year, so it was in the middle of summer vacation. I was also away, and I didn't have access to any microphone at all, so an AI was the guest host on that episode, playing summer-themed music. And boy, that AI thing was not so happy about working during the summer. She had a pretty bad attitude, and it kind of scared me a little bit.
The world shines.
Those were songs by two more of my most favorite bands. Against Me, Walking Is Still Honest, oh what a great song. And then the Mountain Goats, Going to Georgia, which, of course, if you've listened to this program before, you know that the Mountain Goats are my most favorite band.
You are listening to the Mountain Goats Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio.
On to episode 11. The theme there was back to school. And while I started putting together songs about going back to school, I found that a lot of the songs were about hating going back to school. So I reflected that sentiment. I actually received a complaint about that episode from a concerned parent who felt that I was contributing to their child's delinquency.
Mother says there'll be no work next year. Qualifications once the golden rule, and now just pieces of paper. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. Trousers and your old school shoes. The truth is, son, it's a buyer's market. They can afford to pick and choose. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because I dress like this doesn't mean I'm a communist. Factories are closing and the army's full. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've come to see in the land of the free there's only a future for the chosen few. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards. You're on top of the scrap heap. At 16 you were top of your class. All they taught you at school was how to be a good worker. The system has failed, you don't fail yourself. Just because you're better than me doesn't mean I'm lazy. Just because you're going forwards doesn't mean I'm going backwards.
I was fighting the mold in the bowl with my pee when a thought popped into my brain. If all of us hated high school so much, why was nothing ever changed? So I called Brian up with my plan that's red hot. We got a private institution in the name of punk rock. We got some government funding and our own private road. And sick for a radio snow cone. I had a dream when I was in high school that I attended the Punk Rock Academy. I had a dream when I was in high school that I attended the Punk
We will obtain token jock and we will kick his token ass, and there will never ever be a physical education class. Think about it, you'll agree. It's the Visiting Bob. And they wouldn't get ass up to the place senior prom. I had a dream when I was in high school that I attended the Punk Rock Academy. I had a dream when I was in high school that I attended the Punk Rock Academy, and they would make fun of me.
Thank you, Philadelphia!
That was Billy Bragg singing about the assembly line that is school, and then Adam and His Package with the great song Punk Rock Academy, which someday I am going to open a Punk Rock Academy, and all your kids can come to school there. They'll get a great education. Episode 12 was particularly special because it was broadcast live on the Playa at the Burning Man Festival, and the theme was Do It Yourself, but Not Alone, and it reflected the ethos of the festival of radical self-reliance and radical inclusion.
Bouncing and dancing as you sing your lullaby, shouting move when you say stay. The tune of your flute is a rifle you shoot that lays us all down to be prey. They love you, we hate you, they made you, we break you today. Breaking away. We are painting the walls, making jokes out of laws, hiding sleeping pills under our tongues. Shut the light, close the door, we spit them to the floor, then we're humming and strumming and banging on drums. What did you know when you said we are wasting away? How could you say? Could you say we just waste away, big table not big enough? How could you say we just waste away, humming and strumming and banging on drums? Yeah, 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 yeah. Slumber by you, we will not be lulled into sleep, for we've had a taste of this wondrous place and its treasures we intend to keep. We will not be lulled into slumber, we will not be lulled into sleep, for we've had a taste of this wondrous place and its treasures we intend to keep. For we've had a taste of this wondrous place and its treasures we intend to keep. So now when they say we just waste away, you can say, hey, it's not so. Why is it then that we're growing and growing and growing and growing and showing them all what we know? Yeah, 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 yeah.
taste of this wondrous place and its treasures we intend to keep.
Oh, I love those two songs. That was Mischief Brew again with the song Anti-Lullaby. And then there was one of my most favorite bands. I got to see them live a couple times because unfortunately they broke up as a band shortly after this broadcast. But that was the band Great Joy with the song Burland. That brings us to lucky number 13. And that episode was a tribute to Peter Hughes, the bass player of the one and only, my most favorite band, the Mountain Goats. Shortly before the episode, it was announced that he was retiring from the Mountain Goats. So I put together 2 hours of the greatest contributions of Peter Hughes to the songs of the Mountain Goats. And this was one of my most favorite episodes because it's the Mountain Goats. What's not to like about it?
Alright, I'm on Johnson Avenue in San Luis Obispo, and I'm 5 years old or 6 maybe. And indications that there's something wrong with our new house. Trip down the wire twice daily. I'm in the living room watching the Watergate hearings while my stepfather yells at my mother. Launches a glass across the room, straight at her head, and I dash upstairs to take cover, lean in close to my little record player on the floor. So this is what the volume knob's for. I listen to dance music, dance music. Okay, so look, I'm 17 years old, and you're the last best thing I got going. But then the special secret sickness starts to eat through you. What am I supposed to do? No way of knowing, so I'd follow you down your twisting alleyways, find a few cul-de-sacs of my own. There's only one place this road ever ends up, and I don't wanna die alone. Let me down, let me down, let me down gently. When the police come to get me, I'm listening to dance music, dance, music.
Between Gary and wife, hooked up with some friends at the Travel Lodge, set ourselves up for the night. Carpenter ants in the dresser, flies in the screen. It will be too late by the time we learn what these cryptic symbols mean, and I dreamt of a house haunted by all you tweakers with your hands out, and the headstones climbed up the hills, and the headstones climbed up the hills. Send somebody out for soda, comb through the carpet for clues, reflective tape on our sweatpants, big holes in our shoes. Every couple minutes someone says he can't stand it anymore. Laugh lines on our faces, scale maps of the ocean floor, and I dreamt of a camera pointing out from inside the television, and the aperture yawning and blinking, and the headstones climbed up the hills. If anybody comes to see me, tell them they just missed me by a minute. If anybody comes into our room while we're asleep, I hope they incinerate everybody in it, and I dreamt of a factory where they manufactured what I needed, using shiny new machines, and the headstones climbed up the hills.
Oh, I could listen to the Mountain Goats all day. And I think I often do. Now that brings us to episode 14. Hello, and welcome to episode 14. The theme was the International Pop Underground Convention, which was a music and arts festival in Olympia, Washington in 1991, and in my opinion, one of the greatest festivals of all time. A whole bunch of bands and artists getting together and just doing it themselves. And I think that music scene was the most original and vibrant ever.
Don't wanna look at myself. Don't wanna get out of bed. Don't wanna look at the clock. Look at myself. Gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. Get out of bed and take a look at myself. Go, girl, go. Go, girl, go. I should have done this yesterday. Go, girl, go. That's what I say every day. Gotta go, gotta go. I could have done this yesterday. Gotta go, gotta go. That's what I say every day. What would I do anyway? Go, girl, go. Don't wanna make any plans. Don't wanna get out of bed. Don't wanna get in my car. Don't, girl, don't. Gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. Don't get out of bed and look at yourself. Don't, girl, don't. Don't, girl, don't. I should have done this yesterday. Don't, girl, don't. But that's what I say every day. Don't, girl, don't. I could have done this yesterday. Don't, girl, don't. That's what I say every day. What would I do anyway? Don't, girl, don't. Should've done this yesterday, and that's what I say every day. I could have done this yesterday, and that's what I say every day. What would I do anyway? Go, girl, go. Gotta go, gotta go. Should have done this yesterday. That's what I say every day. I should have done this yesterday. That's what I say every day. What would I do anyway? Go, gotta go, go.
I remember making episode 14. I was traveling somewhere, and I was simply using my laptop microphone in a hotel room, and the audio quality on that episode really shows it. It was pretty bad. Okay, over to episode 15. That was a spooky Halloween-themed episode. It was a lot of fun to make, and really one of my favorite episodes. A lot of great music in there.
We were losing our minds in the dark of the cottage, 'cause we burned the last candle. We'd eaten all of the canned food. Me and my friend Patrick bought it ourselves indoors. We went north up the East Coast. When we fled the horde, I said, Patrick, there's a girl back down south in the city, and I think I love her. She is so pretty. And he said it's just us in here and it's them out there, and survivors a few, you know, she's probably dead. I said, I know that out there I'm nothing but food, but if I can't be with her, then I might as well be dead too. borrows you crazy, but do what you gotta. If you really love her, I'm not gonna stop you. This chainsaw is heavy, but at least you'll be ready. Get going, lover boy, there's a boat by the jetty. I said thank you, dear Patrick, I'll never forget you. I promise if I can, I'll come back and get you. So me and my dog rode the boat down the river, hungry and tired, and when we finally got there, the place was a war zone. Those bastards were everywhere with death in their eyes. They ran and they ran. I said, hey there, small boy, I don't wanna use this. Come any closer, I promise I'll do it. And I guess that's what brains look like, and that's how it feels when you kill children. But when you love a girl, you just cannot stop till you're holding her tight. So I kept on fighting, praying that she's still alive. So we walked to her house up the hill to West Hobart, expecting the worst. And I'm with a crowbar, I kicked down her door. She said, quick to your left, my new boyfriend's one of them. It's like he's possessed, so I hacked him into pieces. And when I was done, we made out for hours, and she said, I knew you would come. We live on a farm that we built by the sea. Somewhere they won't find us, hidden by the trees. We play with the animals, grow all our own food. And I think I love her, and I think that she loves me too.
You're such a romantic. That was the band Anorexic Olsen Twin with the song I Guess This Is What Brains Look Like. And that is a great band by a great artist by the name Chris Burrows. And he's from Tasmania in Australia. And he has some really great music. Episode 16 was broadcast just before the US elections. And that was the theme of the episode, elections. That episode was also replayed on Shouting Fire Radio 2 times on Election Day. I guess people really wanted to hear the message that urine speaks louder than words.
I swear that someday I'll tell you without lying, I was born to quit smoking, I was born to quit dying. On that day, not doing heroin will be easy as pissing. On that day, I'll stop talking so much shit about the government, 'cause urine speaks louder than words on a politician or on a prison warden. Urine speaks louder than words. I swear that today I was born to be living, I was born to be singing, I was born to be fighting. But will somebody say, is this resistance or a costume party? Either way, I think black with bandanas is a boring theme. I don't gotta tell ya, crackers are great with amnesia when they wanna forget something like centuries of racism. Say, look at the man on center stage and pay no attention while millions get locked in a cage. Riots break out in Oakland, but urine speaks louder than words on a prison warden or on a BART policeman. Urine speaks louder than words.
You talk about revolution, oh that's fine. But what are you going to be doing come the time? Are you gonna be the big man, the Tommy gun? We talk of freedom when the blood begins to run. Freedom has no value, if violence is the price. Don't want your revolution, I want anarchy and peace. You talk about fighting power, you violence as your tool. You speak of liberation, and when the people rule, well, only people rule right now with limits for their feet. Just another set of spinners, their rifles up to me. But what about those people who don't want your new restrictions? Those that disagree with you and have their own convictions. You say they've got it wrong because they don't agree with you. So when the revolution comes, you have to run them through. You say that revolution means freedom for us all. Well, freedom just ain't freedom when your back's against the wall. You talk about fame power with violence as your tool. You speak of liberation, and when the people rule, well, only people rule right now with them for their feet. Just another set of fingers, they're up for sons of me. Will you indoctrinate the masses to serve your new regime? And simply do away with those whose views are too extreme. Transportation details can be left to British Rail, where Cyclone B succeeded, North Sea gas will fail. It's just the same old story of man destroying man. We've got to look for other answers to the problems of this land. You talk about right power, with violence as your tool. You speak of liberation, and when the people rule, well, only people rule right now with them for their faith. Just another set of fingers, they're up for such a me.
Vive la revolution, people of the world unite. Stand up, men of courage, it's your job to fight.
All ain't very easy, that's where revolution goes. But when you start to really play, things won't be quite the same. Your intellectual theories on how it's going to be, that seems to take into account
Nothing's changed for all the death that their ideas created. It's just the same fascistic games, but the rules aren't clearly stated. Nothing's really different, cause all government's the same. They can call it freedom, but slavery is the game. There's nothing that you offer, but a dream of last year's hero. The truth of revolution, brother. Brother, 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 brother.
Those were songs by two more of my most favorite bands, the Wingnut Dishwashers Union and Crass. That brings us to episode number 17, which was broadcast just after the US elections. Its title was a nod to Woody Guthrie's guitar, and it was This Machine Kills Fascists.
Fuck these fucking fascists, they can kiss our asses. I've been thinking about my whole situation. I know y'all believe that we're the ones who fucked it up, but I know that it's just you who hate it. You can't blame me, darling, you can't shame me. Fuck these fucking fascists, fuck their family and friends. If they defend the fucking fascists, they can fuck off till they're dead. I've been watching you roll up to the pillar. You've been blending in with all these other fucking crusty punks, but I see that swastika on your jacket. I ain't out you, buddy, but I'm going to fuck these fucking fascists, fuck their family and friends. If they defend the fucking fascists, they can fuck off till they're dead. Why try too hard if you're really full of wine? White ass pride. Show your colors or your tan. Khaki white. Trust we know. Fuck these fucking fascists. Fuck their family and friends. If they defend a fucking fascist, they can fuck up till they're dead. Fuck these fucking fascists. Fuck their family and friends. If they defend a fucking fascist, they can fuck up till they're dead. Fuck these fucking fascists. Fuck their family and friends. If they defend a fucking fascist, they can fuck up till they're dead. Fuck up and die.
I've been getting myself ready for the cold, cold winter. Getting myself ready for the cold, cold winter. Forgot to stop and watch the leaves change colors. Watch them all fall down. Shot a gun today. Was surprised at how easy it was. I think I'm gonna ask for one for Christmas. Either that or a new guitar.
They said that we were trash. Well, the name is Crash, not Clash. They can stuff their punk credentials, it's them that take the cash. They won't change nothing for their festival talk. RAR badges in their protest wall. Found the white men standing in a park, objecting to racism, the can in the dark. Black man's got his problems, he's right to deal with it. So don't fool yourself up with your white liberal shit. If you care to take a close look at the way things really stand, you'll see we're all just niggas to the rulers of this land. Punk was once and also 2 years of crap. A way of saying no, we'd always said yep. The moment we saw a way to be free, they eventually divided life through credibility. The qualifying factors of politics and class left the macho street fighters with his cars. I said got a racism and came on the street. It was down to form and fashion for the society elite. Bigotry and blindness, a Marxist god. Another clever trick to keep us all in line. These little labels to keep us all apart. Keep us all divided when the troubles start. Spit upon a Jew. Vicious minus violence that offers nothing new. Left-wing violence, right-wing violence all seem like the same. Pulling boys out fighting, it's just the same old game. Boring fucking politics still get us all shot. Left-wing, right-wing, you can stuff the lot. Keep your petty prejudice, I don't see the point. Anarchy and freedom is what I want.
Oh, those were 3 more just great songs. The first one, Fuck These Fascists, by the band The Muslims, and then Apes of the State, and then again, Crass.
Warning. Prolonged listening to the Social Propaganda Club will kill the fascist in anyone. If you wish to remain an intolerant oppressor who seeks to forcibly impose your view of the world on others, you should avoid Shouting Fire Radio and, preferably, launch yourself to Mars.
Here comes episode 18, which was broadcast in December of last year, and the theme was peace. This is one of my most favorite episodes. A lot of great music here.
a war. It's this simple. If everybody wanted peace, we could have peace. But no! With bloody muscles they defend their possessions. With bloody wars they preserve their power to its bloody end. The arms race has only losers. Who cares? Wins!
Those three songs were Crass, Fight War, Not Wars, Chubba Wubba, No More War, and then the band Political with the song It's Not About Politics, It's About Life. Ho, ho, ho! Episode 19 was a Christmas episode.
Typen som aldrig blir brun och som aldrig heller prövar något särskilt på att bli det. Är du ansett som en kärlig kujon? För det du stort sett inte gitter av bada. Har du problem med att umgås overdriven positiva folk? Du är inte alene, vi är många som har det så. Är du den typen som liker att sitta inne och pimpa och sola skinner? Är du av typen som är svag för sport, men bara på skärmen och bara när vi vinner? Då har du problem. Ifall att pianet gärna får bemär, men du är inte alene, vi är många som har det så. Stillhet, väntetid är över.
till all for oss nu i natt. Här kommer vintern, här kommer den kalla fina tiden. Här kommer vintern, endelig fred och fred. Er du av typen som lar deg irritere av folk som alltid skal imponere? Har du et kjøleskap, har du en TV, så har du alt du trenger for å leve full. Her kommer vinteren, her kommer den kalde fine tida. Her kommer vinteren, endelig fred og få.
That was one of my most favorite artists from Norway, Jokke og Valentinere, and the song was Her kommer vinteren, or Here Comes the Winter. Happy New Year! Episode 20 ushered in 2025. Oh, those were two more great songs. The first one was by the band Macho, and the song title is Death Watch, which tick, 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 tick. Better make it count because the time's a-ticking and the years are flying by. And then the second song was by the band Against Me, and it's Paralytic States, and there's a special meaning about the new year in there. You'll have to look it up.
Did you know that listening to the Social Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio is a vaccine against the death watch ticking your time away? Shh, don't tell Robert Kennedy Jr.
Episode 21 was about U.S. Presidential Executive Order number 14168, declaring that there were only two sexes. This was the first step for that administration in its attempt to erase the existence of transgender people. To demonstrate what that executive order is doing, all of the music was by gender non-conforming artists, and each song slowly faded away into the reading of the executive order, with the executive order erasing the music.
Dog tugging on a rope. I don't even know where I'd go if they let go. In my selfish narrow-mindedness, they put up a chain link fence. Now there's nothing I can do but bark my head off. But we're not fucking playing. I got these teeth for a reason. I know that it's life or death. I can't forget it. I lie down and you kiss my forehead. I tell you I'm just fucking exhausted from work. I don't wanna get drunk, I don't wanna go out. It feels like survival just isn't enough, isn't. The winter passes, my jaw unclenches. The ferns outside my window learn to open up. And there are things in your life that you were made to run away from. But it's not your grief or your pain or any other kind of love. I let go of my hold on a happy end. And when you're backed into a corner, there's no horizon. Where I was felt despair, now I feel free. I put my trust in broken milk crates underneath the trestle by the vet stall. A call for open mark call. Find your mouth under the blankets. This might be the last night I can taste country 2 at San Inhalants. I put my trust in broken milk crates underneath the trestle by the vet stall. A call for open mark call. Find your mouth under the blankets. This might be the last night I can taste country 2 at San Inhalants. I put my trust in broken milk crates underneath the trestle by the vet stall. A call for open mark call. Find your mouth under the blankets. This might be the last night I can taste country 2 at San Inhalants. I put my trust in broken milk crates underneath the trestle by the vet stall. A call for open mark call. Find your mouth under the blankets. This might be the last night I can taste country 2 at San Inhalants. No job, no place to get away from. I've been to a world worth living in. No rent, no lies to memorize. No fucked up world to drown out.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're Bio Girl and we like to play the guitar. We're Bio Girl and we're here to save the day. We're Bio Girl and we look so cute, we have such fun. We're Bio Girl, hooray. 2 amps, 4 tits on your face, we will sit. Shake your ass, throw a fit. Come on baby, dance. Doesn't matter, girl or guy, gay or straight or pan or bi. Send a dick pic, we'll come real quick. We can travel or can host. We're Bio Girl and we like to play the guitar. We're Bio Girl and we're here to save the day. We're Bio Girl and we look so cute, we have such fun. We're Bio Girl, hooray. Smeared lips, stick it in, don't hold back, do it again. Flush cheeks, Bambi eyes, give me money or I'll cry. When we play, we have fun. Sorry girls, gotta run. Don't you know who we are? We're Bio Girl, roll call.
I'm broke, broken home, broken heart, broken nail. I'm totally hit and I have no body hair. You can buy me a drink, but you can't stare. Nip, slip, flopping just about everywhere.
I'm Lindsay Loveless and I'm totally verse. I'm the cutest girl in the whole universe. New swimsuit, take me to your pool. You won't like me when I lose my cool.
Everybody! We're Bio Girl and we like to play the guitar. We're Bio Girl and we're here to save the day. We're Bio Girl and we look so cute, we have such fun. We're Bio Girl, hooray. One more time. We're Bio Girl and we like to play the guitar. We're Bio Girl and we're here to save the day. We're Bio Girl and we look so cute, we have such fun. We're Bio Girls for today. Hip hip hooray!
Hey, racing to the bar. Let's go.
Wait. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. She was a mess at 17, running down a dream, stuck in this endless empty feeling. Give it a rest, chasing the girls around. Her lonely heart was a ghost town. They said, son, you better settle down and let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. Now in come the drugs and the booze, razors, wrists and self-abuse. Trapped like a rat, got nothing left to lose. She wanted a dress like all the other girls, a head full of curls that said, son, you can't always get what you want in this world. Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want.
Oh, there was so much great music in episode 21 that when I was making this episode now, I just couldn't bring it down to one or two bands. So there are 5 bands there and 5 great songs. The first one by the band Pigeon Pit, one of my older favorites, and then 3 songs by bands that I only discovered when I was making that episode. And those are the bands Big Tears, Ashby and the Oceans, and Bio Girl, all now new favorites. And then there was another band too that's an older favorite, We Are the Union. We're all the way up to episode number 21 now, which was broadcast in February of this year, 2025. And to celebrate Black History Month, all of the music was by Black. We're all the way up to episode 21 now, and that was broadcast in February of this year, 2025. So it was a celebration of Black History Month. All the music played was by people of color.
Myself,
Oh, those were two more great bands, two more great favorites. The first one I discovered in the Netherlands, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, but Plaugendeist, and the song is named Ik, or Me, or I. And then the other one, a great classic by X-Ray Specs, I Live Off You, and I just love that song. I play it over and over sometimes. Episode 23 was a birthday episode for my dog, Kira, and she was a guest host on the episode. And she's sitting right next to me now. Let's see if she wants to say anything for today's show. Hey, Kira, you want to say something for today's show? Speak. Say something else. Did you like the show? Was it a good show? Did you like your show? Speak. Speak. Yeah, she liked her show. That was the song Sleep in the Heat by the band Pup. It is such a great song, and it reminds me to make every day with my dog count.
Make every day of your life count by listening to the Social Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio.
Well, we're all the way to the last episode, episode 24, and that was broadcast just a couple of weeks ago. Episode 24 was a different format. I had a friend of mine come in and was a guest co-host for the entire 2 hours. First, we listened to a newly released album, Crazy Arms, by the band Pigeon Pit, and we discussed it a little bit. Then we listened to a bunch of music that Marianne brought with her, and we had a little discussion around that. It was really fun to have a co-host, so I think I might do that again.
You said to listen to your heart, so listen to my heart sing. You sang all the people that you know, they know that you're not one of them. All the people that you love just love a person you've been having, so you run away from them. So just find what you love and do it. Never look a day in your life. So I did what I loved and I got fired. I love nothing but to be desired. Each anxious day bleeds into another. I am ran through, I am tired. You said just make it till you make it so I figured out and made some friends. Just like I wanted, but a human being fakes and cages. Spirit lays and rots in through my one-way mirror. Outside I watch you play with your reflection. Gorilla biscuits in my headphones, face down in bed. I need a new direction. You said kill the cop in your head, so inside myself I saw the ways that I felt short. The room for second chances, despite the circumstances, the desperation for connection. And I found a child to try to kill by anything necessary. Remember I see her struggle friend, I see that bullshit that you carry. But just to see you in a new place, shining sun on your quiet face. Late night, real
if it's not clear why you make your way. Looking for a ride to your secret location where the Jews are setting up a peaceful nation for you. Got a foghorn and a drum and a hammer that's rocking and a chord and a pedal and a lock that'll do you for now. It better work out. I hope it works out my way. 'Cause it's getting kinda quiet in my city head. It takes a teenage riot to get me out of bed right now. You better look it. We're gonna shake it up to him. He acts the hero. He paint a zero on his hand. Everybody's sound is rounded. Everybody wants to be proud to choose. So who's taking blame for the stormy weather? You're never gonna stop all the teenage letters. It's time to go round. A one-man show that teaches how to feel. We're off the streets now, and back on the road on the riot trail.
Those were the songs Bad Advice from Pigeon Pit's new album Crazy Arms, and then Sonic Youth Teenage Riot. Well, those were my 24 most favorite episodes of this radio program thus far. I hope you liked listening to some of my favorites from those episodes, and you can always go back and listen to the full episodes to hear even more great music. All episodes are archived at the YouTube channel Social Propaganda Club, and there you can find a list with all of the artist names and song titles. Now this brings us to the end of this 25th anniversary episode. I have one song left. And if you've listened to this program before, you'll know that nearly every episode ends with the same song. It's by my most favorite band, the Mountain Goats, and the name of the song is the best ever death metal band out of Denton.
This is a song about hope in your life. There is a magnificent Mark Eitzel song title, "It is important throughout life to proclaim your joy." It's also important to admit on occasion to the righteousness of your fury, the justness of your cause in the face of those who would do you wrong and who would rob you of your youth and who would ignore what's good and beautiful in you. And I know this is all corny platitude stuff, but I know people who got sent to places and it sucked for them. You can't even say how bad it was. Kirk Fitzpatrick. I remember when they sent you away, man. This is for you.
The best ever death metal band out of Denton was a couple of guys who'd been friends since grade school. One was named Cyrus, the other was Jeff, and they practiced twice a week in Jeff's bedroom. The best ever death metal band out of Denton never settled on a name, but the top three contenders after weeks of debate were Satan's Fingers, and the Killers, and the Hospital Bombers. Jeff and Cyrus believed in their hearts they were headed for stage lights and Learjets and fortune and fame. So in script that made prominent use of a pentagram, they stenciled their drum heads and guitars with their names. And this was how Cyrus got sent to the school where they told him he'd never be famous. And this was why Jeff, in the letters he'd write to his friend, helped develop a plan to get even. When you punish a person for dreaming his dream, don't expect him to thank or forgive you. The best ever death metal band out of Denton will in time both outpace and outlive you. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Tonight, hail Satan! Hail, hail!
Thank you for listening to the Social Propaganda Club on Shouting Fire Radio, where there is no authority but yourself.